Not only is there tons of classic Jordans dropping in April, but we also got the return of an absolutely iconic Kobe coming back, actually more than one of them, and we also got a really big collaboration too. Not to mention, we also got some big shock drops coming in April for sneakers that are supposed to have their bigger release a little bit later. We're gonna get into all that, don't worry. And remember, for early information for any kind of shock drop, we're gonna be posting all that information inside of the full endurance group, which you could join with the link in the description below. But let's get started on everything that's dropping in April without wasting any time. First of all, on April 1st, we have the biggest release, the most hyped up release. We have the Nike Total 93 SP dropping for $100. Obviously, I'm fucking joking. Obviously, that is April Fool's Day. Nobody actually really cares about these. They're gonna sit on shelves. Also, on the 1st, we have the LeBron 22 Grapes, frozen grapes, dropping for $180. Same with these, personals only. And the same goes for the LeBron 22 Bryce's World, also dropping April 1st for $190. Same thing with these, just personals. Then we actually got a really exciting collaboration. The last time we had a collaboration with Yuto Origami, the pair actually performed very well. A lot of people were super excited for them. Now we finally got a new colorway dropping at skate shops on April 3rd. This is the Matcha colorway, and on Nike sneakers on April 5th. So it's going to be different dates, obviously. For those skate shop releases, make sure you sign up for the raffles, pay attention to their social media pages, and some of them might do local releases too, might do first come, first serve, so just pay attention to what they're posting on their social medias. There's obviously also going to be some skate shops like Tactics, which shock drop these online, and we're monitoring all those websites inside of Endurance. Again, you can join with the link in the description. I wouldn't expect these to perform as well as the prior colorway, but I still am expecting them to perform well enough to be profitable with a good to great margin, especially in the bigger sizes. Also on the 5th, we have the Jordan 1 Rare Air Cinnabar dropping for $180. Unfortunately, even though this is a Rare Air, I'm still expecting this colorway to just be personals. And the same goes for the Jordan 1 High Deep Royal Rare Air, which is also dropping for $180 on the same day, April 5th. Unfortunately, I'm just expecting these to be personals only. Then on April 10th, we have the Nike Book 1 Blue Blood dropping for $140, personal only for these as well. Then on April 12th, we have the Jordan 3 Metallic Silver dropping in women's sizes. They're going to be $200 on April 12th. Unfortunately, I'm also expecting these to just be personals. But then we got a couple really big releases. On April 13th specifically, we got the Kobe 6 Protro Dodgers, first of all, dropping for $190. This sneaker already had an early release at Undefeated, and they're still performing extremely well. They're extremely hyped. They're not going to be easy to get. Expect these to remain very profitable with a great to incredible margin. Definitely want to go full throttle on these, especially the big size too. But I think most of us could agree we want these for our personal collection because they're very nice. Even more important to me, on the same date, April 13th, we have the Kobe 8 Protro What The actually coming back. If you've been collecting sneakers for a very long time like I have, this sneaker is a really big deal. When these dropped and Nike basketball hype was at an all-time high, this was one of the sneakers that was a really big deal. If you had these, you were in. Obviously, the What The concept is really cool. It combines colorways from multiple different sneakers, but the Kobe 8 specifically, the Kobe 8 What The was a really big deal. So seeing these come back is absolutely insane. I am expecting them to be very profitable with a great margin, especially in the big sizes, but all sizes should definitely be profitable. But personally, I need these in the collection. Also on the 13th, we have the Kobe 9 Elite What The dropping for a whopping $300. Unfortunately, I would expect this pair to just be personals, especially with that whopping high retail. Before we get onto the next sneaker, let me just put you on something that could help resellers make way more money. If you're only selling on one platform, you're leaving a lot of money on the table because prices vary across all the different platforms. If you're not cross-listing across all these different marketplaces, you're simply going to be missing out on these higher payouts. Kinet automatically lists all your products onto StockX, Go, eBay, Kickscrew, and Poison all at the same time. That means more exposure, faster sales, and bigger profits. Sellers using Kinet increase their sales volume by over 3 times on average. That's more cash flow and way less work. And the best part, Connect handles all fulfillment for you. That means no more printing labels, packing boxes, none of that. Plus, because Connect's warehouses are in New Jersey, that means there's no sales tax when you're buying from retailers that don't charge tax in New Jersey, which is most of them. This alone is going to save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars per year. Some of the biggest resellers inside of Endurance are currently selling pairs faster than ever, and it's because they're using Connect. And the best part, there's no upfront cost to get started. If you're serious about flipping sneakers, definitely don't sleep on this. Go to connectgroup.com, apply there, and use code KeithAdam to get priority access. And then on the 17th, we have the delayed release for the SB Dunk BHM. These were originally supposed to drop in March, but they were delayed. Doesn't matter though, they're still going to be dropping for $135. I am expecting these to be profitable with a decent to good margin, especially in the bigger sizes. Nothing crazy, but some money to be made nonetheless. Definitely a pretty cool pair. Nike clearly put a lot of effort into these. Lots of different materials on them too, a lot of detail. Love to see that. I'm hoping to get a pair for my personal collection, but let me know your thoughts because they are a little bit out there. Then on April 18th, we got the KD4 Easter dropping for $130. Like a lot of KD4s that have been coming back, unfortunately, I am expecting these to just be personals, but a nice personal nonetheless, especially if you need a basketball sneaker. Then on the 18th, or potentially on the 28th, it's not 100% confirmed yet, but we're supposed to be seeing another release for the Jordan Low OG Rookie of the Year. These actually have decent demand for a Jordan 1 Low, at least. The Jordan 1 Rookie of the Year High obviously was very hyped up, performed well initially, and only increased in value ever since their initial release. I do think these will hold up in value enough to still remain profitable to a degree. Probably only lunch money, nothing really significant, but nonetheless, some potential money can be made, at least on size 11 and up. And then the next day, we have another classic Jordan colorway coming back. And if you guys have been following the trends lately with all these classic Jordans that have been coming back, you know that Nike is slashing a lot of stock on these. The old CEO is back. He wants to bring back excitement to collecting. And so the Jordan 12 Flu Game, the Jordan 5 Black Metallic, the Jordan 9 Cool Grape, all these have had slash stock, and they have consequently been reselling for quite a bit, whereas normally these general releases would have been bricks. So this is another example, in my opinion. I don't have the stock numbers yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to follow that same kind of pattern. So I'll update you guys when I do get the stock numbers. Make sure you subscribe and enable post notifications. But I'm speculating as of now that it's probably going to be more limited than people would initially expect. And for that reason, being a classic colorway, I actually think the Jordan 5 Grape will end up reselling for a decent amount of profit. Maybe just lunch money, maybe a little bit more than that, especially on the big sizes, but a profitable opportunity nonetheless, which is pretty notable because if you've been collecting for as long as I have, you know that the Jordan 5 Grape wasn't ever really a sneaker that was super hyped up. A lot of people loved it, but they were always relatively easy to get. So I think this year might actually be the first year that they're going to be pretty hard to get. Then on the 25th, we have the KD18 EYBL dropping for $160. Personals only for these two. Also on the 25th, we have the LeBron 21 Prime 96 Varsity Red dropping for $180. Also personals only for these. On the 26th, we got the Jordan 1 Low Phantom dropping for $140. Personals only for these two. And finally, one of my favorite Jordan 11 colorways, we got the Jordan 11 Bread, but in a low version, dropping on April 26th for $190. Unfortunately, lows don't really tend to perform well, and unless they slash the stock on these pretty significantly, it's probably going to be the case. They're probably going to end up being mostly personals, but if stock is low enough, I think that there might be some room for brick profit, maybe lunch money on size 11.5 and above, especially if you have no tax in your state. Not expecting anything notable, but something to keep your eye on nonetheless, and great personals too, especially for spring. That's going to conclude it for all the releases as of now. Obviously, more are going to pop up throughout the month, and also remember, we got some shock drops too coming, some fun drops. For all early info on those kinds of drops, make sure you join the full endurance group with the link in the description below, and also make sure you check out Connect. Other than that though, good luck on all these releases, and of course have a fantastic rest of your day.